Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me for another journal flip through. Another month has flown by and it's time for me to show you what I've done in my March entries. For the cover page, I wrote some ways of positive thinking to balance out my harsh inner critic. I started off the month strong with a long written entry about my day and then a snapshot of my friend Kristen and I at happy hour. The first weekend in March was quite busy because I was asked to be a vendor at a local event celebrating women. It was my first time selling merchandise in person, and I think it went quite well. If you like these stickers, they are available in my Etsy shop. This is a list of ways to exercise my creative muscles when journaling. Especially on days when I don't know what to write about because nothing extraordinary has happened, I want to incorporate urban sketching, sticker designs, more complex lettering, drawing, creative writing, and so forth. Not a lot has happened these 2 days, so I swatched some pens, the Uniball Signo 0.38 millimeter pens, and the Sakura Pigma brush pens. During International Women's Day on the 8th, I was thinking a lot about my girlfriends that have moved away, who I miss very much. This weekend started off strong with a lot of errands out of the way and a long hike in the park, but on Sunday I had really bad cramps, so I canceled everything and just relaxed and watched Netflix all day. I get a lot of questions about my pens, so I sketched them out and listed them here. It was a fun little drawing exercise, and I'll probably do this with my other art supplies. I did a journal with me video of this spread recently, and I chatted a lot about my dogs Ziva and Cubby. If you want to hear me ramble about them, go check that video out, and I also talk about my process for printing small photographs. This weekend was jam-packed. First was Youth Invasion, which is a massive teen event at the Andy Warhol Museum. I work there part-time, and I was super excited about my lettering being a part of the exhibition Stay Woke. The whole event was focused on social justice issues, and there were a lot of performances and art making. It was a super fun event and very, very tiring. The next day, I went to a play called Hearts on Hold, which is also a teen event. I got to design the poster for the play, and I was excited to see the teens perform and bring the script to life. I'm always so impressed with the youth that I get to work with. They're so vibrant and creative, and they just give me hope for the future. I had a lot of fun playing around with these Gudetama stickers and washi tape from Taiwan. I love this little melancholy egg. It is my spirit animal. I also did some lettering and made a composition instead of freehanding it. I definitely want to do that more often. This is a photo of me in my first Halloween costume that my parents made for me out of scrap cardboard and paper. I remember feeling really embarrassed and left out because all of the other little girls had on princess costumes. Now, I appreciate my parents' effort and talent so much, and I think this was definitely the best costume in the class. If not the best, it was the most creative and unique. I'm trying to reframe childhood memories that have negative feelings associated with them, but not dismiss those feelings entirely, if that makes sense. I plan to grow a lot of things in my backyard this year. Last year, I grew several herbs and planters, but this year I want to expand to raised garden beds. I've already started growing the seeds indoors and they're sprouting, and I decorated this planting page with stickers from my Etsy shop. This is a kind of personal entry about reclaiming my time. In a nutshell, I'm learning to say no to certain social events that I feel obligated to go to because I don't want to offend anyone. As I get older, I'm starting to realize that I can't please everyone, so I might as well stop putting myself in uncomfortable situations. This is a long, ongoing list of things I need to do in our house. Our house is over a century old and hasn't been updated since the 80s. These are things that I can probably manage on my own, like painting the walls. Looking at this list is overwhelming me at the moment, so let's move on. This was a fun weekend of preparing planters and weeding our front garden. Even though the yard is basically a weed-infested mud pit, I find yard work just very therapeutic and a lot less daunting and frustrating than house renovation. As usual, I end the month by writing a little note of all the things I've achieved and should be proud of. I've stuck it in this little envelope here, labeled affirmations. I hope you had a good March. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.